Good evening and welcome to a gorgeous night down here at Athletic Park in downtown Chaska. Chaska Hawks doing battle with the Kennedy Eagles of Bloomington. Chaska coming into tonight with a record of 13-2, tops in the conference and the section, as they prepare to do battle with the Eagles, who haven't fared as well this year. Nolan Kemp on the hill here for the Hawks, and as we prepare for the game, Kemper warming up out there. Standard lineup for Chaska. We're going to get into the Rome Team Real Estate keys to the game here real quick before we start this one. Today's keys to the game are brought to you by the Rome Team at Edina Realty. If you're looking to keys to your new home, let the Rome Team use their expansive network to find your next home. Go to www.rometeamrealestate.com to get in touch with Emily or Jan. Again, that's www.rometeamrealestate.com. First key to tonight is go 1-0. Chaska's won 9 in a row, and they have not lost a game since the they have not lost a game in the month of May, excuse me. One game at a time focus, and going 1-0 has helped the Hawks succeed so far this season as they continue to build their Metro West Conference race. Number 2 is keep the bats going. Chaska is hitting the ball really well in the last 3 games. They've averaged 10 hits a game, just going over 10 runs in those contests as well. So staying hot with the bats is crucial. As Nolan Kemp is on the hill here, he's facing off against Nick Manning. Here's the opening pitch. Fastball missed up and into Manning. Manning, the shortstop for the Kennedy Eagles here. Familiar name if you've watched any of our football or basketball broadcasts. Manning, of course, starting for both of those squads. And he takes a fastball on the outside edge. Just touched the black. Nolan Kemp evens the count at 1-1. Standard Chaska starting lineup here so far as Kemper gets a fastball in for a swinging strike. Carver Miller out and left. Nolan Kemp pitching. Dane McNaughton hitting third, catching. Henry Bushy batting third, batting fourth, and playing third as Nolan Kemp has his first strikeout of the game on Manning.
Batting second for the Eagles, the catcher, number 13, Gage Schmidt.
After Bushy at third, it's Foss batting fifth, Drew Benson batting sixth, Riley Killian hitting seventh, Carson Atterbury getting the start at DH, hitting eighth, and Tommy Hansen back from his brief break with COVID, playing center field batting ninth. Adam Hansen playing second base and getting DH'd for, as Gage Schmidt takes a ball up and away. The four-seamer in, popped directly up. Catcher giving chase, Bushy in there as well, but it's going to be McNaughton retiring Schmidt. Little haircut for the Magic Man behind the dish. No flow anymore. Almost didn't recognize him. So 2 down now. Kemper continuing to work from the windup. Settles in and fires a four-seamer in for a strike. Hasn't gone to the curveball yet, hasn't needed it. Cole Hoke, the center fielder for Kennedy, now batting. There's a four-seamer that's laced back into the netting here in the grandstand at Athletic Park. I am Mike Schmidt, of course, joined by my producer, Brett, as always, down here on this beautiful night for baseball. Slight wind out to left, nothing too hard. Temperature in the low 70s. Four-seamer up and in. No go for Kemper. 1-2 now for Hoke. Sparse crowd here tonight. Curveball in for strike 3. Hoke completely fooled, and the Hawks are out of the top half of the first. As expected, no Kemp. Clean frame, and we'll be right back here on the CHBN for the bottom half of the first.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome Team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome Team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
The left fielder, number 4.
We're back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the first inning. Carver Miller leading off here for the Hawks, facing off against Zach Zesch. Zesch works primarily out of the stretch. Over the top delivery, little bit of a tail on his four-seamers. Haven't seen too much of his off-speed stuff here. Gets his pitch, sets and delivers. There's a curveball in for a strike. First curveball I've seen so far from Zesch tonight, whether warm-ups or down in the bullpen here at beautiful Athletic Park. Standard depth for all the infielders across the board here for Kennedy. There's a four-seamer that's hit back into the grandstand area, bouncing back into play. 0-2 now for Carver. Carver threw 2 innings the other night against Cooper. 2 clean innings. As Chaska won, I believe the final tally was 14-3. There's an off-speed pitch that Carver fired into left field out of play. So 0-2 here for Miller, leadoff hitter and left fielder for the Hawks. Sun will be an issue for the first couple innings for the third baseman, shortstop, and left fielder. Fastball missed on the outside edge. Zach Zasha, like I said, primarily works with a four-seamer, mid to low 70s. Will throw a curveball, apparently. Here's the 1-2 pitch. The four-seamer hit real hard right down the line, just foul. Stayed in play, but it missed fair territory by about a foot. 1-2 still here for Miller. There's a curveball missed on the outside edge. Kennedy thought they had it. Gage Schmidt behind the plate. Framed it for the ump. Didn't want to give him the call. So Miller digging in here. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch from Zesch. It's a four-seamer outside. Got Miller to swing at it. Swing and a miss, strike one or strikeout for Miller.
The pitcher, number 18, Nolan Kemp.
Uncharacteristic K for Carver Miller here. Brings up No Kemp. No on the Mr. Baseball watch list. Absolutely on fire this year, whether it's on the hill or at the plate. And takes a curveball low and away for a ball. 1-0 now for No. Zesch sets and delivers. Fastball missed up and in. 2-0 count now for Kemp. Kemp, one of the hitters that the coaching staff trusts. Probably given a green light here. Hacks at that one, fouled back into the grandstand, and it bounces back into play. 2-1 now for No Kemp. Sure Kemper would like to help himself out here. Maybe minimize his innings in this game against Kennedy. They continue to build towards the postseason. There's another four-seamer in for a strike. Evening the count at 2. Two-two. Zesh gets his pitch and delivers. Fastball missed out. Full count now for No-No. Beautiful Wednesday evening. Not a lot of crowd, or not a lot of fans in the crowd, I should say. Is that foul tip and the Schmidt unable to handle it. So Kemp still got life. If you're in the area, swing on down. Absolutely gorgeous night down here at Athletic Park. Much better than the 40-degree days we were battling earlier in this season, as that fastball is hammered down the left field line. Left fielder stops giving chase. It lands in foul territory, out of play. Might have been a dong if it had stayed straight. Kemper almost goes yabo on that one, but it drifted foul. Landed in the Hawks bullpen. Still 3-2. Here's his Zesh pitch. That one missed up and away. Schmidt framed it. Thought he might have had one on the edge, but not quite. So Nolan Kemp is aboard.
For the Hawks, the catcher, number 9, Dane McNaughton.
And it looks like Kemp's going to run for himself. That brings up Dane McNaughton, the Magic Man catcher tonight. Kemper extends his lead at 1. Stays put as fastball's in for a strike. 0-1 now to the Magic Man. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Kemp take off here on this one. Underrated aspect of Kemper's game is his speed. Extends the lead. Zosh looks and delivers. Missed on the outside edge. 1-1 count now with 1 down. Kennedy firmly entrenched in double play depth here. Infield playing a little bit in. Now their shortstop, Nick Manning, retreats back a little bit. Zesh steps off. Lazy throw over to first. No tag applied. Kemper back in time. So 1-1 now to McNaughton. Heading to Duluth next year to continue his baseball career. Here's the pitch. Kemper takes off. And a pop up to shallow right field. Right fielder giving chase. Unable to get there. Kemper kind of stuck in a pickle. And he will be retired at second base as he had to retreat back to first, anticipating the catch. Catch wasn't made, and fire into second base was in time to get him.
Batting cleanup for the Hawks, the third baseman, number 20, Henry Bushy.
So 2 out, 1 aboard here. After that fielder's choice. Now Isaac Wicker in to run for Kemp. Or no, excuse me, for McNaughton. Brings up Henry Bushy. Love to see Bushy square up on one here. He has extremely electric hands as he gets through the zone very quickly. We've seen his power previously. He's got a couple home runs in his career, including one this year. So Wicker with a decent-sized lead over at first. And here's the pitch. That one's hammered down the left field line, but it will go foul. Probably would have been at the base of the fence or off the fence. 325. Ball was ripped. 0-1 count now for Bushy. A little bit more aggressive lead here for Wicker at 1 with 2 outs. Maybe looking to move him into scoring position. Lazy throw over to first again. Wicker jogs back. Haven't seen an aggressive move here yet from Zesh, the pitcher for Kennedy. Gets his pitch. And here's the pitch. Wicker takes off. There's a foul out of play. So Wicker will retreat back to first base as Bushy gathers himself. 0-2 count now for the third baseman for the Hawks. Zesh sets and delivers. And Isaac's got a steal. So Wicker took off, got to second. Is that curveball missed low and away? 1-2 count now for Bushy. Wind settled down a little bit. Flagpole's not moving. Wicker with a big lead at second. There's a hammered ball into left center field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Wicker rounding third, heading home. And he will get there. Bushy settles down at first base, and Chaska has an early lead. Hard hit single there for Henry Bushy, bringing up Maddox Foss.
Batting fifth for the Hawks, the shortstop, number 2, Maddox Foss.
So 2 down, Bushy on first, Maddox Foss digging in, the shortstop, junior. High steer of Sox here tonight. Wouldn't be shocked to see Bushy take off. Haven't seen him steal too much, but there he goes. Fastball in for a strike. Throw a little errant up and over the head of the second baseman. That is J.D. Cody. No harm, no foul, though, as the center fielder is there to back him up. That's Hoke. So Bushy's in with the steal. Runner in scoring position now for Foss. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pounded into center field. Absolute laser. Nice jumping catch for Hoke, and then he dropped it. They're going to say that Foss was retired, though. It was on the exchange. That ball was on a rope. So Chaska is retired here in the bottom half of the first, but they take a 1-0 lead. As we head into the top half of the second, it's Chaska 1, Kennedy 0 here on CHBN.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on CHBN, I'm Mike Schmidt, joined by my producer Brett of PSB Media. Chaska carries a 1-0 lead, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Kennedy was unable to get a hitter or a base runner in the first inning, so we resume play here in the top half of the second. Nolan Kemp in for a strike on the outside edge against Ryan Fortner. 0-1 count now. Fortner, third baseman for Kennedy. Digging in here against Kemper. A four-seamer that missed low and away. 1-1 now. Talking with the Hawks coaching staff here, the plan was to keep Kemp's pitch count a little low here as we ramp up for the postseason. There's four-seamer in for a swinging strike. Count 1-2. Slide step and delivery. Boom. Strike 3, Nolan Kemp. 4 batters faced, 3 strikeouts, and a pop-up to the catcher.
For the Kennedy. The second baseman.
Nolan's velocity looks to be back. A couple weeks ago, I'd say last week, it was down a little bit, but he seems to be up and running again here, sitting in the high 80s. Check swing, check down to first, and they're saying he's safe. 0-1 on the curveball. Or, excuse me, 1-0 on the curveball after that one missed. Sam Nicholson, the batter for the Eagles. Four-seamer miss, just not quite able to catch the black on the outside edge. 2-0 now to Nicholson. The fastball in for a swinging strike. 2-1. Kemp working quick, keeping his tempo as he usually tends to do. Here we go again. Another swing and miss on a fastball. Kennedy hasn't seen a lot of pitchers that can bring the same velocity as Nolan. A little bit of a shift now from Chaska over to the right side of the infield. And there's strike 3 on the outside edge. 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts for Nolan Kemp. That brings up J.D. Cody. Cody, the second baseman for the Eagles, digs in. 0-0 curveball missed up. Sun is an issue again on the left side as Henry Bushy puts his glove up to cover his face. Fastball in on the black on the outside edge, evening the count at 1. Stick with the four-seamer, Nolan. Gets his pitch, sets, and delivers. Another four-seamer, this time up, climbs the ladder in the zone. Swing and miss from Cody, unable to catch up to it. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's another fastball, and Chaska is out of the second inning. 6 batters faced, 5 strikeouts for Nolan Kemp. Chaska looks to extend their 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the second on CH Band. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks.
We're back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the second inning. Chaska leading 1-0. 2 clean frames for Nolan Kemp. That brings up Drew Benson for the Hawks here, for big right-handed hitter first baseman. So Drew digs in here. Zesh still on the hill here for Kennedy. And Drew takes that one in for a strike. Little check swing. Zesh working from the stretch, delivers again. There's a hard hit ball down the left field line. It's going to sneak out of play though. Up and over the fence on that ground ball. 0-2 now for Benson. I mentioned it in previous broadcasts, but Benson's 2-strike hitting ability is something that the Hawks really, really need and enjoy. He is very comfortable in there no matter what the count is as he takes that curveball low and away for a ball. 1-2 now for Benson. Quiet stance, quick hands through the zone. Another curveball. That one hits in front of the plate off Schmidt's face mask and seems to be okay. No worse for the wear. 2-2 now for Benson. Crowd starting to pick up a little bit here. Lots of students in attendance. John Seifert, of course, longtime Cubby coach. And in attendance as always, as that fly ball is hit hard to right field. Right fielder gives chase, has a little bit of trouble with it, but ends up making the play. So Benson is retired.
The right fielder, number 10, Riley Killian.
That brings up Killy. Riley Killian having a very, very strong season, starting right fielder for the Hawks here. The bottom half of the lineup's been kind of a revelation for the Hawks. They've hit extremely well, kind of setting the table for the top half to drive them in. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That one catches the inside corner, excuse me. 0-1 now for Killy. There's, of course, Dale Welter's in attendance here tonight. See him? There's a line drive right off the pitcher. That's Zesh. And Killian's aboard with the infield single. Third baseman in to check on Zesh. That's Fordner. And the coaching staff's going to head out to have a little conversation with him. Just make sure he's okay. It looks like it grazed off the side of his calf. He's kind of telling his coach he's all right now, no big deal. But Killian's aboard for the second hit of the night for the Hawks. Absolute laser directly back at the pitcher. Zesh shaking it off. That brings up Carson Atterbury. Atterbury, extremely quick hands, surprising pop for his small stature. Great athlete, though. Slot wide receiver for the Hawks football team. His brother, both of his brothers are actually playing on the lacrosse team as well. So Killian with a big lead at 1. Zesh sets. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Killian takes off. There's a foul tip off the mask of Schmidt, excuse me. Killian retreats back to first. 0-1 count now for Atterbury. Atterbury's kind of worked his way to the point where the coaching staff can't really take him out of the lineup. He's hit so well so far this season. Very good on the base pass as well. Zesh, lazy throw over to first. Killian dives back in safe. No tag applied. Still 0-1 count now for Atterbury. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tap foul. 0-2 now for Atterbury. Atterbury, a name that a lot of Chaska folks should keep an eye on. So mentioned Carson here on the baseball team. He's also going to be a big integral part of the football squad. His little brother Bam Bam playing varsity lacrosse. His other brother Caden playing lacrosse as well. There's a steal attempt. That one misses low. And the throw in time but a little wide. Killian in safe. Good fire there from Schmidt from his knees. 1-2 count now to Atterbury. So got a runner in scoring position. That's Killian. Big lead from second base. Zesh sets. Peeks at second. Calls time. Time is called by Atterbury. Atterbury back in the box here. Right on top of the plate. Zesh peeking at second. 1-2 pitch. Tap back to Zesh. Zesh handles it and fires over to 1. The runner does advance on the sacrifice, but Atterbury is retired at first.
Now back for the Hawks. The center fielder, number 22, Thomas Henson.
So Tommy Bones Hansen is back from a short stint on the DL. Came down with COVID about a week and a half ago. Cleared protocol, and now he's back in the starting lineup. Takes that one in for a strike. So Killian down at third, looking to extend this lead. Standard depth here for the Eagles. Schmidt sets up on the outside half of the plate, and here's the pitch. That one's hit hard into left field. Sun will come into play here. Left fielder can't make the play, up and over his head. Run scores. Hansen to second. And Hansen's going to stay put as the run comes in, or as the throw comes in. One hopper to the fence, up and over the left fielder's head. That is Ryan Sheehan.
The left fielder, number 4, Carver Hitler.
So Tommy Hansen with that double extends the Hawks lead to 2-0 and brings up the top of the order. It's Carver Miller. Tommy Hansen now at second. He does have great speed. Anything in the outfield should score him. There's a pitch, catches the inside edge, excuse me. 0-1 now for Miller. Zesh sets and delivers. The flare into left field. Sun will be a factor. It's up and over it, though, and left fielder makes the play. That is, of course, Sheehan. So Miller is retired. Chaska do score one run on 2 hits. 0 Kennedy errors. And Chaska takes a 2-0 lead here into the 3rd inning.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend. And country cooking, Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
View me as a fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rifles, my soul's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a block. I'm on top of the deck, just to look a giant dead in his head. I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Been the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
We're back here on CHBN. Chaska with a 2-0 lead over the Kennedy Eagles. Nolan Kemp still on the hill here for the Hawks. He's pitched clean so far here through 2. Brett Conway, the first baseman for the Eagles, dig it in. And Kemper misses on a 4-seamer outside the zone. 1-0 now to Conway. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball low and away. Evening the count at 1. Kemper continuing to work quick. Bunt attempt for Conway. And he pulled back on a fastball in the zone. They're going to check down to first, and they're going to say he's safe. He did pull back in time. So 2-1 here to Conway. Fastball swing and a miss up and away. Evening the count at 2. Kemper's got 5 strikeouts through 6 batters. 6th batter did pop out behind home plate, so there hasn't been a ball in play yet today. And there's a fastball strike on the outside edge.
Batting 8 for Bloomington Kennedy.
6 strikeouts through 7 hitters for Nolan Kemp. No. Cooking right now. Brings up Owen Savicic. Savicic, the right fielder, takes a curveball into the strike zone for pitch number 101. Another curveball inside edge for Kemper. 0-2 now to Savisk. 3 straight curveballs and a swinging strike 3. Nolan Kemp's on fire right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's got 7 strikeouts through 8 hitters.
The left fielder, number 24, Ryan Sheehan.
Brings up Ryan Sheehan, left fielder. Made a nice play to retire the Hawks last inning. The 0-0 pitch, fastball in for a strike, swing and miss. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 4-seamer miss, low and away. Just overheard my booth mate here, Lloyd, who runs the scoreboard down at Athletic Park, say just throw strikes, and I can't help but agree with him here, Nolan. It's the 1-1 pitch to Sheehan. Curveball, buckled the knees in for a strike. One-two now for Sheehan as the Eagles are having all sorts of trouble handling Kemp. And there's the put-out pitch. Kemper, 8 strikeouts through 9 batters as we head into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Chaska leading 2-0 here over the Kennedy Eagles. We'll be right back on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carter Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks.
Back here on CHBN, Chaska takes a 2-0 lead after 1 run in the first and 1 run in the second here against the Kennedy Eagles down at Athletic Park. I'm Mike Schmidt, joined by my producer Brett here on CHBN. Nolan Kemp digging in, still facing off against Zach Zesh. Zesh continuing to work from the stretch here, gets his pitch. And here we go. Off speed, misses inside. 1-0 count now for Kemper. Chaska's hit Zesh well so far. They only have 2 runs to show for it, but does the trick when Nolan Kemp's on the hill. Fastball catches the outside edge. In for a strike, even in the count at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's fouled directly back into the netting here at Athletic. 1-2 count now. Nolan Kemp still digging in. No activity in either bullpen. Besides the 7th graders out in the Chaska bullpen here. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball missed up and away. 2-2 now for Kemper. Nolan has 8 strikeouts through 9 batters. Only blemish, if you could call it that, is a pop out to the catcher in foul territory. Curveball missed low and away. Full boat now for No Kemp. So no longer really an issue for the infield. Still a little bit of a headache for the left fielder out there. Swing and a miss from Kemp. Rare strikeout for No. So after walking his first plate appearance, No goes and grabs a seat. Brings up the magic man, Dave McNaughton, who reached on a fielder's choice in his first at-bat. kind of a lazy fly ball into right that ended up hitting grass and forced Kemper out at second. Here's the 0-0 pitch from Zesh. Missed up and away. 1-0 now for the Magic Man. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Dane got a little haircut, and he takes that one off the helmet and heads down to first base. Catcher's mentality, no worse for the wear, seems to be okay. Might have caught looked like he caught his shoulder. I didn't hear a helmet clink. They check on him at first. He seems to be doing okay. Laughing about it a little bit. It was an off-speed pitch, so wasn't too hard. Wicker on to run for McNaughton now.
Running for the catcher, number 8, Isaac Wicker.
Wicker scored the first run for the Hawks in the first inning. Good lead here for Wicker, who does have very nice speed. Bushy digging in. Here's the pitch. Fastball caught the top half of the zone, in for a strike. 0-1 now for Bushy. That one was probably right at the ceiling. Maybe belt buckle extended here. Zesh sets. Steps off. Lazy throw over to first. Little heckling here from Chaska's dugout as we get another lazy fire over to first base. No tag even applied. 0-1 count now for Bushy. And Wicker takes off. Wicker's in safe, and Manning's there to back that throw up. Schmidt was a little wide right. Manning, the shortstop, good backup, good baseball fundamentals there, but Wicker is on second base after that steal, his second of the game. Bushy's got an opportunity to kind of break this one open a little bit. Fly ball into right field, drifting out of play. First baseman giving chase, lands on the yellow of the fence, bounces back into play, but no attempt at a catch there from first baseman Conway. Bushy's still alive here, 1-2. So Bushy does have a single in his lone at bat here so far here tonight. Hard hit ball into left center field. Zesh sets and delivers, misses up and in. 2-2 count now for Bushy. Zesh sets. Wicker halfway to third, now jogging back to second. Throw over to second. Wicker just gets under it. He was halfway to third. So 2-2 count, one down. Bushy still hitting for the Hawks. Wicker tapers back the lead a little bit. Zesh sets and delivers. Fouled straight back here towards me in the press box. Bounces off the netting into play. Still 2-2 here for Bushy. Zesh sets, working out of the stretch, peeks at second and delivers. Hard hit ball down the right field line, looks to be drifting out of play. Right fielder's got a long chase and is unable to get there, but it does land out of play in foul territory. Still 2-2 here for Bushy, who's battling. Zesh gets his pitch, peeks at second, and delivers. Pounded into center field. Bushy actually caught that one on the screws. Wicker doesn't tag up. A little bit to the dismay of the third base coach, but he's all right. Never want to make that third out at third, so Wicker was probably playing it smart after that one was roped about 365 into dead center field. Unfortunately, Cole Hawk was there for the Eagles to retire Bushy. Chaska's hit the ball hard multiple times so far tonight. A couple foul balls and that deep drive to center. 2 down, Wicker on second. Maddox Foss digging in against, and there's a tapper to short. It's going to be handled by Manny. He fires it over to first, and Foss beats it out. And a run scores on the play. Good hustle, Maddox Foss. Manning fielded it cleanly at short, fired it over to first, and Conway was unable to handle it, but I think Foss beat it anyways. Wicker with aggressive base running scored from second, even though the ball never left the infield. Good speed there by Maddox Foss. So 2 down here. Chaska extended the lead to 3-0 in the bottom half of the third. Wouldn't be surprised to see Foss take off here. He stayed home, and that one's pounded down the left field line. It's going to stay fair. Drew Benson absolutely caught that one on a rope. Foss will score. Benson into second. Boom. Little hustle play from Maddox Foss extends the inning for the Hawks, and they extends the lead as well as Chaska takes the 4-0 lead here in the bottom half of the third. That ball was caught on the screws by Drew Benson. Good to see him barrel something up and find a hole down the line.
For the Hawks, the right fielder, number 10, Riley Hillian.
So as we reset a little bit here after that run scoring double, Benson gets a good lead from second. Riley Killian digging in for the Hawks. He does have a single already here tonight. A hard hit ball towards second. That's going to be fielded by J.D. Cody. And Conway retires Killian after one pitch. So Chaska takes a 4-0 lead here into the top half of the fourth inning. We'll be right back here on CHBN for the top half of the fourth.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
A fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rivals. My son's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a block. I'm on top of the deck, just to look a giant dead in his eye. I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Been the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Back here on CHBN, Chaska Hawks have a 4-0 lead over the Kennedy Eagles after 3 clean frames with 8 strikeouts. Top of the order back here for Kennedy. It's Nick Manning, who struck out in his first attempt, and he wears that one on the shoulder. It was a curveball that didn't quite snap. He wasn't very happy about it as he fired that bat towards the Kennedy sidelines. So the clean game is gone here for No-No. Obviously unintentional there from Kemp, who was absolutely cruising through this Eagles lineup. Last thing he wanted to do was put somebody aboard, but Manning, the leadoff hitter, with good speed and the shortstop, now at first. Gage Schmitz, the catcher, squared up to bunt, pulled it back in time. 1-0 count now for Schmitz. Manning is a threat to run. McNaughton beyond the dish. Obviously, he's got a very good arm. The de facto number 3 starter here for the Hawks. The fastball that's tapped up and out of play. Schmidt's the only person that didn't strike out the first time through the order here for the Eagles. 1-1 count now for the catcher Schmitz. Manning dancing over at first. Nolan shakes off his catcher McNaughton, peeks at one, peeks again. Sets and delivers. The fastball, that one's fouled out of play as well. 1-2 now for No-No. As I mentioned, Schmidt's the only person not to strike out the first time through the order here for Kennedy. Popped out to McNaughton, who made a nice play behind the Home plate, curveball just missed. Looked to maybe catch the inside edge, but McNaughton's not arguing, so I won't either. 2-2 count. There's a four-seamer on the outside edge. That's fouled out of play. Good job by Schmitz for battling here against Nolan Kemp. Obviously one of the best pitchers in the conference, if not the state. As I mentioned multiple times, probably a Mr. Baseball prospect. His batting average is ridiculous. He's been an on-base machine at the plate. He's played good defense in center field, left field, right field, and he gets a strikeout number 9 there. Snap throw from McNaughton down to first isn't in time, but job is done there for No Kemp. He's officially struck out everyone in this lineup here for the Eagles. 9 Ks through 11 batters. Brings up Cole Hauk. Hauk, the center fielder, struck out in his first at-bat, of course. Manning, decent-sized lead over at 1. And fastball on the outside edge. Ooh, McNaughton slipped on that throw there. Tried to snap throw down to 1 to get Manning. Lost his footing. Fired that one into right field. And a heads-up play by Riley Killian to get it back in quickly, limiting the damage to 1 base there. So Manning is at second. Yeah, the Magic Man stepped into the batter's box to make that throw and lost a cleat. 0-1 count. Even at 1 now after that fastball missed in. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Kemper operating out of the stretch. Fires into, that one's flared into left field. Carver Miller makes a one-handed grab and fires it into second base. Handled by Adam Hansen. Chaska's got 2 outs. First ball in play here for Kennedy. Brings up Ryan Fortner. Two down, Manning on second. Kemper obviously operating out of the stretch here. Chaska at standard depth with the infield. Ball's laced into center field, hard hit. Bones is there, though, to make a one-handed grab, and Chaska's out of the inning. So Kennedy unable to score there. They do leave a runner on second, but they do put their first 2 balls in play. Chaska takes a 4-0 lead here into the bottom half of the 4th inning. We'll be right back on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring
Back here on CHBN, Carson Atterbury digging in here for the Hawks. Hawks dugout, throwing their hands in the air like they do every time Atterbury digs into the batter's box. Zesh still on the hill here for the Eagles as they trail 4-0. The 0-0 pitch, curveball missed up and away. One 0 count out for Atterbury. It's been extremely hot here in the last couple of weeks. That ball's pummeled into right field. Right fielder giving chase. Right at the warning track, he does make the drifting catch, so Atterbury is retired. Probably 7 feet short of a home run.
The center fielder, number 22, Thomas Hansen.
So about a 335-foot out there for Atterbury. Brings up Tommy Bones Hansen, the center fielder. Tommy had a double in his first at-bat. Takes a strike on the inside edge there. Four-seamer from Zesh. Zesh doesn't have great velocity, but he's done a good job of battling the Hawks lineup here so far today. The 1-0 pitch, or 0-1 pitch, and that one's pummeled again into right field. This time it's up and over the head of the right fielder. And Bones is on his way to third. Manning slips, and Tommy's going to head home. And there won't be a play. Inside the park, home run for Tommy Bones Hansen. Welcome back, buddy. Good speed there from Hansen showed as he's able to round them all and extend this Hawks lead out to 5. So Schmitz goes out and visits with Zesh a little bit, just kind of calm him down after that. We'll rule that probably a triple with an error here in the booth. Looks like I don't see an error on the board though, so we'll give Bones a home run. The old-fashioned way, the hard way. Brings up Carver Miller. Hawks leading 5-0 now on 5 hits. The fastball that caught the outside edge on the upper half of the strike zone, in for a strike. Miller 0 for 2, struck out in his first at-bat, then flew out to left. 0-1 delivery, tap towards second. That one's going to be handled. Miller with great speed. Punched out at first. I thought he got there. So Miller is retired. 4-3 put out. That was J.D. Cody to Conway. I don't know. I thought Miller beat that one out. Carver, really reserved kid, great kid. Had the pleasure of coaching him throughout his youth in football. Not arguing the call too hard. Nolan Kemp now up with 2 outs. Curveball missed on the outside edge, 1-0. No with a chance to extend the lead here. 1-0 pitch. Catches the top half of the zone. Little chatter from the Hawks dugout, but 1-1 count regardless here for No Kemp. Zesh sets and delivers. Hard hit to third. Handled over there by the third baseman Fortner, and Fortner makes the throw, and Kemper is retired. So Chaska does extend the lead here in the 4th. On the inside, the park home run.
Hawks got 1 run on 1 hit. There were no.
Maybe an error, Craig Erickson says here down at Athletic Park. Regardless, 5-0 Chaska leads as we head into the top half of the 5th. We'll be right back here on CHBN.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Back here on CHBN, 5-0. Chaska leads the Kennedy Eagles here in the top half of the 5th. Sam Nicholson, the DH for the Eagles, digging in. Nolan Kemp, fastball, catches the black and gets a swinging miss in for a strike. 0-1. Kemper's basically been on cruise control his first time through the lineup. Nobody put the ball in play. Curveball missed on the outside edge there, evening the count at 1. So 1-1 count. Fastball missed low and away. I would expect this to maybe be Kemper's last inning. I know they're trying to keep the wear and tear on the arm down. With a 5-0 lead, they can probably turn it over their bullpen with confidence. 2-1 pitch is fouled out of play down the right-hand side. Standard depth for the infield, the outfield playing in. Nobody's been able to really get to a hard hit ball. There was a line drive out to center field, I should say, that Bones Hansen handled, but other than that, there hasn't been many hard hit balls. That curveball just missed the strike zone. Slightly high, 3-2 now for Fortner. Or excuse me, Nicholson. Cheese up in the zone, strike 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts for Nolan Kemp here so far through 4 1/3. Brings up J.D. Cody. Cody, the second baseman for the Eagles, struck out in his first at-bat, takes that one in for a strike. Kemper's just been overpowering here so far tonight. The Eagles don't have an answer. 0-1 curveball. Cody ducks out of the way. It almost got in there for a strike. Kemper kind of peeked over at first just to kind of give a little smirk to Benson after Cody bailed on that one. It's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball up and out of the zone. Gets a chasing strike. Nolan's kind of toying with him a little bit here. Slide step. 1-2 pitch. In for strike 3. Strikeout number 11 for No Kemp.
First baseman, number 19, Brett Conway.
So Brett Conway now digs in, the first baseman with 2 outs. Struck out in his first at-bat. Kemper sets and delivers. Curveball in for a strike on the outside edge. Nolan's, for as good as he is, he could just throw fastballs all night here, but he's continuing to work on his pitch repertoire. Curveball on the outside edge again, absolutely filthy. There's nothing the Eagles can do about that. That's a backdoor curveball on the outside edge. He's coming back at you with a fastball in the upper 80s, low 90s. Cheese on the outside edge, gets strikeout number 12. Good pitch, Nolan Kemp. He's absolutely cruising, as are the Hawks. 5-0. We head into the bottom half of the 5th here. Chaska will hopefully extend the lead out here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
Back here on CHBN, bottom half of the 5th inning, Chaska leading 5-0 on 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 error. Magic Man Dave McNaughton digs in, facing off against a new pitcher. That's Ryan Sheehan. Sheehan started the game and left. Soft throwing, crafty lefty. Likes to work off speed typically. Slide, step, and delivery. 2-seamer that missed low and in. 1-0 count. See Sheehan working from the windup. There's another 2-seamer that missed low and in. Two-0 to Magic. Hard hit ball towards short, handled by Manning, backhand. He fires it over to first, up and oh, nope. Not over the head of Conway. He makes the play, but he left the bag to do it, and we've got an infield single to start this one off. So Magic Man is aboard.
Third baseman, Henry Bushy.
No outs after that infield single. Nice play by Manning on the backhand, but Conway had to leave to go get it. Brings up Henry Bushy. Bushy does have a single on one of the 5 Hawks hits tonight. Nubber off the end of the bat. Little English on it, handled by Sheehan. He retires Bushy at first, but that's going to go down in the books as a sack. Magic Man advanced to second, and now Wicker on to run.
Running for the catcher, number 8, Isaac Wicker. Now batting for the Hawks.
Wicker, the junior, doesn't see a lot of field time. He's been a kind of the de facto pitch runner here for the pitchers and catchers for the Hawks so far this year. Him and Atterbury have kind of split time. He's a very smart base runner. Several steals as that curveball missed up and away. Maddox Foss digging in here for the Hawks. Foss has a single in his last at-bat and hit an absolute laser to dead center to be retired in his first at-bat. It's the 1-0 pitch from Sheehan. Hard swing there by Foss, unable to connect. 1-1. Little activity in the bullpen here for the Hawks. I would say no Kemp's probably done for the night, even though he hasn't allowed a hit. Steinoff is up in the pen as that one's fouled back up and over the grandstand here. As quick as things started, they're starting to end here for the Hawks. We've got 3 more home games in a game against Chanhassen. Friday night at Chanhassen that won't be broadcasted here on CHBN. That ball is roped to deep left center, up and over the head, off the middle of the fence. Wicker will score. Foss thought he had himself a home run. He hit that one probably 347, needed 350. But he's aboard with the double and extended the lead to 6-0 Chaska here over the Kennedy Eagles. That ball was a missile.
Now batting for the Hawks.
Foss wanted that one to go, you could tell. He'll take a double regardless. Brings up big Drew Benson. Hard-hitting first baseman. Foss takes off. That one's followed back up and over the grandstand here. So he'll retreat back to second after that double. 0-1 count now here for Benson. Benson started the year off hitting in the 3-4 area for the Hawks. Moved down to the 5-6 and has kind of found a little bit of new life as that fastball misses up and away, evening the count at 1. Starting to barrel balls up a little bit here. He's comfortable working deep into. He's okay with any count. A really good veteran hitter here for the Hawks. Off speed inside, catches the black for a strike. 1-2 now for Benson. So Sheehan peeks at second. Peeks again and fires. Missed in on that one. Throw down to third, and Foss is retired at third. Nice throw there by Schmitz. Looks like some of his gear came undone as he fired that one down the line, but he was able to retire Foss. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Little reset here as Benson digs in. Nobody aboard now after Foss is thrown out. Catcher sets up on the outside edge, and that one's fouled back into the netting here at Athletic Park. Sheehan still working out of the stretch here, even with no runners aboard. Peeks at second, nobody's there, and delivers. That ball's pummeled, absolutely hit a mile. It will drift foul, but that would have left. As soon as Drew made contact, he knew that it was either gone or foul, and it just drifted left of the pole in left field. Very, very long no pitch here. Now it's still 2-2 for Benson. Something for Sheehan to think about. Curveball missed up. 3-2 count. Now he's got to throw a strike here to Benson. I don't know if he wants to. Young fan gets a souvenir out there in left field. 3-2. Sheehan back to the windup. Sets and delivers. Missed low and in. Benson's aboard with a walk. Well-earned walk. So Benson at first, wouldn't be shocked to see him take off here trying to extend this lead. Killy digging in now for the Hawks. Riley Killian. Mentioned he's been on a little bit of a tear with the rest of the bottom of the order. Benson modest lead at first. Throw over from Sheehan. No tag applied. Sheehan sets and delivers. Off speed in for a strike. Killian kind of upset with himself that he didn't tag that one. 0-1 count now for Riley. Benson extends the lead out a little bit. A little hesitation there from Sheehan. Nice pitch, but missed on the outside edge, evening the count at 1. So Killian digging in. 1 for 2 on the night. Takes that one that missed outside. 2-1 count now for Killian. Riley had the second hit of the night here for the Hawks. The second inning. Later went on to score. Sheehan sets and delivers. Off speed, missed up. 3-1 now for Killy. Hitters count. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Benson take off here. First baseman can move extremely well for his size. Throw over from Sheehan. No tag applied. Kind of lazy. Haven't seen a real pickoff move here from the Kennedy Eagles so far. As that one just catches the black on the outside edge. Frame job from Schmidt gets the job done. 3-2 now with 2 down. So Benson will be moving on the pitch. Big shift by the Kennedy outfield over to the right side, anticipating the pull. Foul back into the grandstand, and we still got 3-2. Love to see Killian hit something hard here. Sheehan gets his pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Peeks at first. Here's the pitch. Was lazily hit over towards the right side. Drifting out of play. First baseman unable to make the play. That was Conway. As it landed just behind him as after he gave chase. So we'll get a little bit of a reset here. Count remains loaded. Steinhoff looks ready to roll. Done with his little bullpen session for the Hawks. So Sheehan peeks at 1. Sets. Here's the payoff pitch. Pounded into right field. That one's on a rope. Just a missile. 1 hops and goes over the fence. Probably cost Chaska a run. Ground rule double for Riley Killian. Good swing, kid. Definitely cost Chaska a run as Benson was taken off on the full count. Ducks on the pond here for Atterbury. Chaska dugout doing their fists in the air for Atterbury as always. Love to see him extend this lead out. As I mentioned, Carson's been pretty hot here the last couple of weeks since he's been a regular. Had a sacrifice in his first at-bat and then flew out to right field in his second. Sheehan gets his pitch, peeks at second, and delivers. Fouled back into the grandstand. It'll bounce back into play. 0-1 count now for Atterbury. Atterbury digging in. Wind picking up towards right field. Not a bad thing for the Hawks. And that one's hit hard. It's going to sneak through the infield. Atterbury's got himself a pair of RBIs. Thinking about second, but he'll stay put at first. Chaska extends the lead out 8-0 here over the Kennedy Eagles on that single by Atterbury. Atterbury's having himself a heck of a junior year as he grips his right shoulder a little bit. Might have tweaked something on the swing.
Now batting for the Hawks, the center fielder, Thomas Henson.
So Chaska now leading 8-0 on 8 hits. Tommy Hansen digging in, who had an inside the park home run in his last at-bat. Atterbury lead from first. Off speed, in for a strike on the outside edge. Atterbury's probably the fastest Hawk on roster. Wouldn't be shocked if we see him take off here. Chaska wouldn't mind shortening this game up a little bit here, try to save a couple arms. Atterbury extends his lead and then sneaks back to second on the throw over from Sheehan. Tommy Hansen, down 0-1 in the count. Sheehan peeks at first, sets and delivers. Atterbury takes off, nobody's even there to field it. Manning catches the ball on one hop at short. And Atterbury adds a steal to the resume tonight. Anything in the outfield will score Atterbury here. Hansen sets. 1-1 count. Sheehan peeks at second and delivers. Pop-up hitting to right field. Actually, it's going to stick here in the infield. Second baseman giving chase, and he comes away with it. That's J.D. Cody. So Cody retires Hansen. Chaska extends the lead to 8-0. We'll be right back here on CHBN for the top half of the sixth.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
This is David and Goliath. View me as a fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rivals. My son's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a block. I'm on top of the deck just to look a giant dead in his head. I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Bring the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend. And country cooking, Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
We're back here for the top half of the sixth inning. Chaska leading 8-0 on 8 hits, 1 error. Kennedy has 2 errors on the day, no runs. Anthony Steinoff in, uses a little slide step and delivers, and misses low and in to Savicic. Savicic, the right fielder for Kennedy, 0-1, or 0-for-1 tonight, with 1 strikeout. Nolan Kemp done pitching for the night, as Steinoff misses low and in again, 0-2, or 2-0, excuse me. Kemper moved over to right field. Is the 2-0 pitch. In for a strike on the outside edge, 2-1. So Kemper's line goes no hits, 12 strikeouts, no runs allowed. Kind of standard work here for No-No over 5 innings. The slide step and a fastball that catches the outside edge, swing and a miss. 2-2 count now to Savicic. Wind still calm here down at Athletic Park. McNaughton sets up on the outside edge. Gets a fastball from Steiner on the inside edge, however, but that's strike 3 regardless. Actually, it looks like that's Ekstrom behind the dish now.
The pitcher, Ryan Sheehan.
So 13 strikeouts for the Hawks here so far today. Ryan Sheehan, the pitcher for the Eagles, now digging in, hoping to help himself out. Steinoff, 6'9" lefty. Slide step and delivery. Fastball on the outside edge. Doesn't get him to go. Sheehan was able to keep that one back. 1-0 count now for Steiny. Deep breath, slide step, delivery. That one missed up and away. Steinoff seems to have a little extra zoom in his pitches tonight here. He knows he doesn't have to work too long. Maybe give us an inning or 2 here. 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside edge. Good pitch there for Steinoff. 6'9" lefty, throws from that 3/4 slot. Will go off speed with a changeup or a curveball, but sticking with heaters so far here. Fastball gets Sheehan to climb the ladder, evening the count at 2. Steinoff working quick. Gets his pitch from Ekstrom. Slide step, delivery. Fastball inside edge. 3/4 slot, got him there. Boom, another strikeout. Steinoff second of the inning.
Shortstop, Nick Manning.
Bear with me here. I'm going to do a little Mike Francesca. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 strikeouts here for the Hawks. Only 4 batters haven't struck out for Kennedy. 2 down. And that fastball misses up and away. Nick Manning, the batter, leadoff hitter for the Eagles. The lone base runner for the Eagles as well, as he was hit by a Nolan Kemp curveball that didn't quite snap. 1-0 count, Steinoff sets. Slide step, delivery. Boom, fastball, or curveball, or excuse me, not curveball, fastball, changeup on the outside edge. 1-1. Slide step, delivery. Fastball in for a strike. 1-2 now for Manning. Expect maybe the Hawks to empty out the bench here. See a lot of different players warming up. 8-0 lead as we head into the bottom half of the 6th after that strikeout. So Steinoff comes in, strikes out the side. Chaska carries the 8-0 lead here into the bottom half of the 6th as they look to extend their lead. Chaska 8, Kennedy nothing.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter of the Rome team with Edina Realty. I'm here today with the Chaska varsity baseball captains because the Rome team is again sponsoring the baseball season. I thought you might want to meet the captains, so let's meet them now.
I'm Nolan Kemp, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Carver Miller, and I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
My name's Henry Bushy, and I'm a shortstop and third baseman.
My name's Drew Benson, and I play first base.
Like the Chaska baseball program, the Rome team is rooted in the community and a tradition of excellence. We wish the team a great season and all the best. Soar Hawks!
Number 3, Lucas Husfeld.
Back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Chaska 8, Kennedy 0. Sheehan still on the hill for the Eagles. Lucas Husfeld replacing Tommy Bones Hansen. Takes a curveball in for a strike 1. Husfeld's seen some at-bats lately. He's done a good job with his limited plate appearances. And there's another good job. Line drive, base hit right up the chute, up over the head of Sheehan. So Husfeld 1 for 1 with a single.
Now batting for the Hawks.
So 8-0 lead here, 9 hits for the Hawks. That brings up Matty Magnuson, another pitch hitter. Carver Miller done for the night. Husfeld over at first does run well. Expect him to kind of stay put. His run not mattering too much. Obviously the 10-run rule is in play here for Chaska. As I mentioned, they'd like to save some arms, so hopefully they can plate a couple of runs here. We can go home early. Little delay here as Magnuson checks in. Home plate umpire. Keeping track of all of our substitutions here tonight. And looks like we're ready to go. So Sheehan, the lefty, digs in. Working from the stretch, peeks at 1, gets his pitch. Little delay and deliver. Change up, missed up. 1-0. 1-0 count to Magnuson. Magnuson also seen increased at-bats here lately. He's done a good job with them. Takes that one on the bottom half of the outside zone. In for a strike, 1-1. Decent lead for Husfeld at first. That's a tapper down the left field line. It's going to be foul. Oh. Not sure about that one. Looked like it went right over the top of the bag. It looks like our third base coach would agree. He's over there smirking, saying he didn't know. Regardless, 1-2 now for Magnuson. Or Magnus. Yeah, Magnuson, excuse me. Husfeld, modest lead. Peek over at 1, set and delivery. Fastball missed up. 2-2. 2-2. Sheehan gets his pitch, sets and delivers. Hard hit ball right over the head of our third base coach. He dives out of the way. Quick reaction there. Falls out of play. 2-2 still. Husfeld extends the lead a little bit over at 1. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Husfeld takes off. That ball's pummeled into left field. That's going to drop down for a hit. Husfeld had to hesitate at second base a little bit. And then the left fielder had trouble with it off the hop. It looked like it had a little spin on it. Regardless, first and second brings up Nick Ekstrom. Ekstrom now operating behind the dish here for the Hawks. He's heading to Bemidji State next year to continue his baseball career. Very good hands through the zone. Would love to see him tag something here in this game. 0-0 count. No outs. Fastball missed up. 1-0 now for X. X been DHing, doing a little bit of catching. Splitting the DHing duties with Atterbury as of recently. The 1-0 pitch. That one missed low, and it's going to sneak past the catcher Schmidt. Both runners do advance, so second and third now for X, and a chance to end the game with a single. And it looks like we're going to get a mound visit here. So second and third for the Hawks. 10-run rule in play. They lead 8-0 on 10 hits. 2-0 count for Ekstrom. Magnuson does run pretty well from second. Husfeld runs extremely well at third. Kennedy knows if they want to extend this game, they've got to keep the runner from second from scoring here. Probably having a little conversation about what they're going to do, maybe move the infield in. At least the corners, perhaps. Maybe just head coach trying to slow the momentum of the Hawks as the home plate umpire goes out there. Trying to break up the party. So Magnuson goes back to second. Home plate umpire out to the bump to have a little conversation with the Eagles infield. Only telling them to hurry it up a little bit here. So here we go. Play does resume. Sheehan versus Ekstrom. Sheehan now working from the windup. His runners on second and third. Fastball in on the outside edge for a strike. 2-1 now for Ek. Sheehan sidestep and deliver. That one missed low and away, or low and in. Runners do take off, and then a run will score. Ball does stay in play here. Schmidt's kept it in play, just barely saving a run in the game for the Eagles. So Magnuson on third. Chaska leads 9-0. 10 hits, 1 error in the game. Ekstrom with a chance to end it on anything in play, basically. Infield in for the Eagles. 3-1 pitch. Missed up. Ekstrom earns himself a walk. So that brings up Isaac Wicker. Wicker, we've seen him a couple times here so far tonight, primarily used as a pitch runner for the pitchers and catchers. But Wicker will dig in here now, getting an opportunity to hit from the left-handed batter's box. He's getting a little bit of a round of applause here. First and third situation for the Hawks as they look to end this one up 9-0 here in the bottom half of the sixth. Infield in for the Eagles. Ekstrom run doesn't really matter. One would be shocked if he took off. There's a slide step and a pitch, missed up. Good eyes there by Wicker. 1-0 count. Another situation where anything through the infield should score this game-winning run. That one missed low in the dirt. Nice job there by Schmitz to drop the pads and get in front of that one. So 2-0 now for Wicker, fresh off the Nick Ekstrom walk. Swing and a miss on a changeup up in the zone. 2-1 now for Wicker. Little different tempo and speed and velocity on these pitches here from the Eagles than the Hawks have been seeing so far this season. As there's a nubber down the left field line, it's going to get out of play. 2-2 count now for Wicker. Still nobody down. Bottom half of the sixth. Chaska hoping to end this one. Sheehan gets his pitch and delivers. Curveball missed up. 3-2 count now for Wicker. So we got to expect Ekstrom to leave. He has great speed for a catcher specifically, but well above average speed for any positional player here. Looks like he stays put. The pitch is going to sneak past Schmitz, and Chaska has themselves a walk-off victory. 10-0 Hawks here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Combined no-hitter for Nolan Kemp and Anthony Steinhoff. Chaska wins 10-0, 10 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Hawks. Kennedy, no runs, no hits, 2 errors, and they drop another one. So Chaska continues to jockey for that #1 spot in sections as well as the state in Class 4A. We'll be back here next week. We've got 3 home games to end the season out, but of course, if you're in town, head on over to Chanhassen on Friday night, 7 o'clock first pitch against the Chan Storm. Chaska looking for revenge after their early season loss, one of the 2 losses they've had this year. So we'll be back for Totino Grace on the 23rd, Minnetonka on the 24th, and Elk River on the 26th here. Thank you